So hello again, Maverick traders, and welcome out to your daily market roundup. This is Songate, and I'll be breaking down today's market price action. It's a Wednesday, July the 10th. Let's get into it. As always, we'll be breaking down market price action by looking at broader markets, bringing it down to our sector heat map analysis, and then we take a look at some possible setups ahead. Let's get into it.
Disclaimer. This video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
So looking at a market analysis today, it was a pretty bullish day across the board. So if you just take a look at the numbers, we're seeing the numbers, good numbers across the board. So let's just take a look at Dow Jones up 1%, S&P up close to 1%, Qs continues to outperform here. The small caps were higher. So definitely we saw a broadening of that market breadth where, we talk about how concentrated things have been. So we're seeing a lot of things sort of rallying today. If you just take a look at the advanced decline ratio and the plus and minus 50-day moving average, well, the advanced decline ratio was pretty good, 72% higher. But take a look at the improvement that we're seeing in that 50-day moving average. Just last week, we were sitting at 50-50. So today we are at about 56% on the upside, above the 50 moving average, and 44% down. So we're seeing an improvement there. So outside of that, really nothing has changed. Let's take a look at the charts here. When we look at that, we are seeing another new high in the markets. And again, this is, looking at the price action yesterday, I was kind of surprised because it looked like markets were tired. It looks like market wanted to maybe consolidate or pull back, but here we are breaking out to new highs. So that's just a theme that we are seeing across the board. Pretty bullish market here. Here's the Qs. They're doing the exact same thing. Now, if we go into the heat map, that's exactly what we're seeing. A lot of greens. Remember, just last week, we looked at it and we talked about how terrible this market breadth is in the markets where things are not across the board. And here we are, a lot of green. So this is where we have to start looking at other possible scenarios where we could see a more upside potential. We are seeing a lot of extended moves in these big tech stocks, but I'll be looking at some of the other stocks that could have a potential to go higher as we see this market breadth broadening. So if we take a look at our market outlook, nothing really has changed, +3 across the board. Again, this is where we are just in this very bullish market. Now, looking at possible trades, again, looking at 3 bulls, I still have 2 on the bearish side. I don't have a whole lot in the middle. I think this is where you want to be playing markets more on the bullish and the bearish side, not a sideways market, since we're not really getting that range bound price action as much. So here's the first one, TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor. We're looking at this nice little pullback here. So if you look at the daily chart, we got a nice little high base sort of a formation here. We broke out. Now I'm making another base. I think this is where they could easily go higher. We are again seeing a lot of strength in the tech and technology sector. So this one again goes on the top of the list here. Break above that 192 towards the 196 and the 200 range. That's the first one here. Second one is TJX. Take a look at it. Beautiful high base formation. And then we broke out. For the nice little hammer candle today, this is again giving us a confirmation of a breakout. So I like this further up to the upside as well. And the last one is Walmart. Take a look at it. This is the one that had been on my list. It was sideways for a bit. We got a nice little big jump. Went a little sideways. And here we are breaking out higher again. So Walmart goes on the top of the list as well. And again, take a look at Costco. That looks good as well, as we are seeing nice little gains after markets today. Pretty good price action in these ones. Now on the bearish side, look at Disney. Still goes on the weaker side here. Again, these are the ones that you want to throw in there just to balance your portfolio. You don't want to be going all bulls, but again, this is creating that little relative sort of weakness here. So I still like this on the further downside. It's slowly chipping lower. Now the last one is the DoorDash, and look at that one. Beautiful move today. We did paired some of the losses, but as you can see that this thing is still pretty weak, below the 20, below the 50. these are the ones that really are showing relative weakness despite of where we are in the market. These are the ones that you want to worth keeping for the short side. Now, as far as the outlook goes, again, markets look extended, but at the same time, what's the next driver? That's the U.S. inflation data. That's due tomorrow. Expect some movement, both in the U.S. markets, bond markets, currencies. I think we'll see a move across the board based on what that inflation data comes out. So that's the one that we'll be focusing on tomorrow. Earnings, we have few of the stocks that are on the horizon, but nothing really too major here. So I think my biggest focus is really going to be on the inflation data tomorrow. To Thursday and Friday, we get two different data. So that's where I think market will drive higher or even pull back based on that number. That's all for now. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next one. Cheers.